Hey guys, Kinger here, bringing another video. Sorry about the time in between the last video and this time. Life's got caught up to you. Summer, you know how it is. I hope to be doing a little bit more videos here, a little bit more consistently. Appreciate some of the comments that have been in there, very helpful. I hope I help some people. So today's video is going to be one that I hope to help people again. This one's just talking about synergies. Uh, every champ has a synergy that can work with another champ. I'm not going to sit here and say that, every champ in this game is useful. It's not. But there's champs that can always be useful if you make them useful. An example of this would be, I'm not going to show you this, but just as an example, where is he here? Taurus. Uh, I know one of the guys who used to originally stream Raid loved Taurus, and that's GRM the Killer. Uh, he loved him, always had him in his clan boss team. And the reason for that is he always made his team around this character. And if you guys like a character, you like the look, or you like parts of his synergy, you can always do this. It's not hard. He built his team around this character to sustain, help build his health back up for him to go as fast as he can, stuff like that. And then his Taurus to just keep going off and just keep using this. He can't die then. Um, and he's getting poisons on there, and that was before obviously we had people like Frozen Banshee and stuff like that. Uh, Example of one that's more new game friendly is a starter character and then a character you guys can farm for, which would be Kale and War Maiden. War Maiden can go ahead and throw down her attack all enemies. She has a 100% chance when booked to put a decreased defense, and it's the big version, on all enemies, as long as her accuracy beats their resistance. And then you would have your Kale go right after and then use his AoE Asta Rain, and that could take a lot of damage down. So when your guys are building your arena teams, these are things to look for. What characters do you have? What ones do you have built up? What ones do you have mastery? That does help. Remember, do your masteries. I'm very bad for this. You guys will see here, like my Rotos isn't done for his masteries yet. I use them in arena all the time, so I'm missing out on damage. Uh, who else is it that I don't have? Blood Gorge, another character. So these are places where I'm losing out on it, and I could always increase my damage even more. And that's something that I'm sitting here and I'm like, why didn't I do this? And that's because I never took arena very seriously. With 3v3, I don't like it, but I mean, I'm not going to get into it. I don't agree with the limit on each space. I don't agree with how it's locked, just like a lot of YouTubers have said. I also disagree with some of the things that they've done, but one thing I will give them credit for is that they did do it where you actually get pretty decent amount of bars for just winning. I wasn't expecting that, and like I don't refresh or my tokens or anything, and I got 826. I'm further along than a lot of people are, but even in Bronze 1, you guys can get a decent amount of bars and just get 300 energy. And just look at it as, yes, it's annoying, but hey, if you can get 300 energy, let's even just say every week, that's 300 more energy than you had before. So you guys can see here, I got about a 75% win rate, and that's just because I'm testing things. If I face a team that I have a hard time against, I want to see if there's anything on my team that I can change to make the team better. I'm challenging my teams to see where I could improve. I already know that if I get my Krisk in more resistance gear, I'll win a little bit more than what I'm currently doing. And I don't mean resistance like, sets. I mean have more resistance on his gear. And one of the ways I can do that is always put more resistance into the banners. So I wanted to show you guys this so you guys can get an idea that I do have a lot of accuracy from my banners, but I'm not sitting here and saying like, not everything's gold. This isn't a god account or anything like that. My gear on my characters I'll show you guys as I go through, but uh, I want to get in there and just show you guys. I only got 6 battles. I used my first run of this. The video got deleted, so I'm gonna redo this. So there's things I want you guys to look at when you're going to fight teams. This one's an easy team. I will win it almost no matter what. Um, That is not my normal team. As you guys can see, I was testing things. This is my normal team right here. This is the team I usually run, except for one variation, which is where I take out Krisk and I put in Lysandra. So I'll show you guys when I would do that. So for this team, I look at it. I look at their attack power. Right away, I know I don't think they have very good gear on this team because of how low it is. If it's really high, let's say in the 200s or even close to, I would say that either they got really good gear on these characters or they have resist gear on some of them. So that's indications I do. Now, when you look at attack power, don't think right away, oh, my attack power is better, or team power, I should say. That means I'm going to win no matter what. I can make mine where it's less than this character, and I would still win. A team power or attack power means nothing. Uh, it just means you put resist gear or whatever if you got higher. Resist for some reason makes the team power go really high. I still don't understand that, but that's okay. So what I'm going to show you guys is how this team synergizes. I know a lot of people don't like Roto, so I'll even take them out and I'll put in Razin. And I'll show you guys the synergy I have with Netheril and Razin. So the way my team works is that I would like to outspeed their team. Now, I already see a problem with my team, and this is that I don't think I can jump ahead of their Arbiter. I may be able to with my Krisk, but we'll see. And if that's the case, I'm going to back out and I'm going to show you guys something. So, oh, my team does go faster. Okay. And I'll show you guys a different way that I would do this to make sure that when I face another team that does have that problem, where either my Arbiter will go faster, but then my Krisk won't go faster, what I do, I put in Lysandra instead, and their speeds are a lot closer. So, to go on to the other characters here, Krisk, I want him to taunt. That gives my team my other two characters that don't have the quickest of speeds. I know my Razin's 195 because he's on my clan boss team. I think my Netheril has to be 193, 191 because I've used him a couple times as a C. So they're fast, but they're not as fast as Gold 4 does. When I say their speeds, guys, if you are not close to this level, you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh man, how does this guy get that fast of speeds? Don't worry about it. You will get there. I've been playing this for a year. It does unfortunately take time or money. Whichever way you guys go at it, that's your choice. But don't get discouraged just because you see a team like this going as fast as they say, and I put that in quotation marks, and you can't obtain that. You will over time or more money or resources you spend on the game. So I have my Chris that goes. He goes and he taunts everybody. In this case, I had two people that resisted it. That was the Lua and the Arbiter. And then my Razin would go. He's going to do his, as I did there, his decreased turn meter move. If a lot of people didn't get hit by it, and they didn't lose their turn meter, I could always use now with Netheril. I have a multiple choices here. I could try stunning everybody, or I could use the A3 and decrease even more turn meter. Try to anyways. In this case, everybody got their turn meter done. They're all low. I'm going to try stunning. So now everybody's stunned. This now ensures my team to go again because they will not get to go again. And more than likely, usually in arena, this is where the team would end. And in this case, it will for this team. If you're facing somebody who's very tanky, it just allows your team to get even further ahead, so that if they have a Rotos or somebody that starts to go off, they would have to really go off for your team to start to lose. So you guys can see there's a bit of a synergy there. I have a defensive character and a attack character. I guess Netheril's considered an attack character. And yeah, uh, so this one here is actually one where I may lose, and the reason for that is if his Arbiter, I'm going to show you guys. So his Arbiter, even if his Arbiter doesn't go before mine, he has a chance where he can jump ahead, and hopefully this team will do it. We have a very similar team power. He actually has less, but we'll see if he actually beats me. So his team is built up where his Arbiter is meant to boost everybody. Lysandra guarantees that everybody stays boosted. Madame Ceres is meant to take away defense. down, put defense down and attack down on everybody, and then his big end wallops everybody, I'm assuming. His team's not fast enough. So there was a way I could guarantee if my team didn't go after my Arbiter, is like I would put my Lysandra in. And that's because my Arbiter has a speed of 321, my Lysandra has a speed of 297, my Krisk has a speed of 234. There's a big difference between my first character, in this case Arbiter, and my second character. And if that's what's happening, I can make it where my Lysandra goes, takes away 25% turn meter from the other team, and then puts it on my team, so it allows my Razin and my Netheril to go. So, um, as you guys can see here, some of the players got team got resisted. I don't want to use um, my stun this time because we have three characters that are still CC'd. Even though they're gonna attack Krisk, it doesn't matter. Krisk still has a shield, and he's my tankiest character. I don't care if he gets hit. That's the point of his character, the way I built him. And so I'm gonna go and take away more turn meter, try to delay the team, allow my team to catch back up for the second go around. So you guys can see his big end's is built just for damage. You can already tell that by just how easy my team almost took him out. So um, we'll make sure team goes again. We'll AoE. This should take away everybody, but oh, Madame Cirrus lived, which is good. Oh, I guess my Razin didn't go last time. Oh well. Oh, Netheril didn't get to go. But you guys can kind of see how this team works. It'll work even with I'll put in a where I don't go first. And let's just say you have that problem too, where you're not going first, but you're wondering, well, how do I beat a team? So here's a team where not going first, I will guarantee them to go first. Now, uh, I would not face a team like that for right here, and the reason for that is like this team here. The reason for that is that Tormund can mess up a lot of my teams. So can Mountain King. Even without the Tormund in there, I'd have to watch out for the Mountain King. So I'd have to be able to CC him somehow. Uh, but I want to see this team. I want to show you guys. So I'm going to make my team very tanky, uh, high resist, and make it where it's all about going second, but also having somebody in there to CC some cases. I have Razin in there to CC, take away turn meter. They're going to go first. There's nothing I can do. I'm hoping this resistance is big enough to do anything for them, to stop their CCs. If not, Tormund's in there as a secondary option for if they're getting buffs, obviously from the Arbiter and stuff like that. I'm also have my Krisk in there to try to CC by taunting everybody, and Tyrant's in there to burn everybody, and then if they get frozen, start setting off my Torment. So you guys can start seeing how this all plays into each other. There's multiple layers I made this team into covering themselves. So right now I've fallen behind, which is what I expected. My team is not made for speed, right? But you guys can see the hardest hit person is my Razin. Unfortunately, we have two people that are stunned, but they're about to go off anyways. So where that'll leave them. So the person that does all their damage uh, goes down. But that was what's her name? Oh my God, why can't I think of her name right now? um, I don't have her, so that's part of the reason why. I taunted again just in case the Arbiter has her revive up. We could also taunt again by having our Tormund, but I just did it just to AoE hit. And there. You guys can see, yes, this was an easier team. Ray, that's it. But you can, I'm in gold 4, and I can still beat teams with this team. But it's not going to work for everybody. You have to look at what teams you're facing, how it works, the synergies you can build with the characters you have, and go from there. I mean, if this was the only team I would have, there's only one other character I would even consider possibly fighting, and that's this team right here. But the problem with it is they can start looping. Because if the Arbiter is really fast, which I think she will be, yes, you can tell by this team speed, looking at the team makeup and whatnot. Arbiter would go first, Seeker second. I would assume Draco would go next, and then Tundra would go with their AoE. We'll try it and see. There's no guarantee I'm going to win this fight, but I've already given up knowing that I'm going to lose one. And this comes down to RNG. I got lucky. Seeker was one of the ones that got frozen. So we got lucky on that one. I'm going to taunt everybody. Seeker's still going to go off and taunt one of my characters right away here if he doesn't get... Oh, he did. Okay. No point in doing anything, just AoE. Single... Sorry, A1 to hit everybody. The biggest damage dealer on this team is the Tundra. If you guys haven't seen Tundra in a higher level play, she could be nasty. So I'm trying to make sure that either she's going to be the first one I can knock down along with Arbiter. Those are the two I'm worried about the most. The Seeker, he's going to be annoying, but I'm not quite as worried about him. So since the Arbiter is the closest one to going and can mess up my whole team and what can happen, I'm going to attack her. Make sure that she's the one who gets to hopefully die, as she did. Next is Tundra. And as you guys can see how big of a difference that is with a tanky team. She doesn't do as much damage. But that's where you have a Torment who can change the RNG to your side a little bit more. Wish I could fight that team again, show you guys without Torment. But I hope this helps you guys. A lot of things that you guys... I know I showed you guys a lot of legendary characters. You can do this without legendary characters, like I showed you guys at the very beginning here. War Maiden, Kale. You could have your Apoth. You could even have a Razin in there. Another guy you could have that would be work very well for you guys is Stag Knight. Let's see here, is he in here? Or do I still have him on my teams? Out here? No. So he has to be in here. Oh, where is he? Why can I never find the character I need? Ah, whatever. Well, yeah, there he is. So Stag Knight right here. His AoE, decrease defense and decrease attack can help out your team. If you have him instead of your War Maiden, allows your team to sustain longer. Your Apoth can give you the turn meter boost that allows you guys to get ahead if you know you're a little bit behind, or you just don't have that gear to sustain everybody to get that high speeds. And then you just look at your teams and see, like Dark Elhane, I'm going to put out a video right away where it shows her against Torments and how much better she is than people think. There is a caveat to that. I mean, you guys got to look and see. Like, if you have a Gorgoreb, he's really good at, obviously, for starter characters anyways. I would not use him late game. Increased speed in arena battles is great. And then he also has a Revive Allies. That's awesome. I haven't actually leveled mine up because I got him very late. And with all the speed aura leads I have, I didn't need him. So if you get a Madame Soris, she's very good at anybody who has like a Sifi or anybody who's going to put up a lot of buffs. She can strip all those buffs away. You just have to put her with a lot of accuracy, and mine is not very high. I just have her for speed, so that's something to look at. I can get way more accuracy out of this. It's just it takes a lot of time and effort to put into this. This is a count after a year, and I'm still struggling to do anything in arena or into like even 3v3s. I wouldn't expect to get in there and just do everything right away. I do agree with what the other YouTubers are saying about uh, silver 1 and all that, that is a problem. You guys shouldn't have that much problem with trying to get ahead if you have any half decent gear or characters going into that. Um, but gold 4 is not easy. Even when I'm trying, I'm winning 75% of the time. Never mind what my defense is losing. So it's not easy for me to get into plat. I would not be able to. I don't have the resist or the characters geared properly, obviously, or masteried. So I hope this video helped you guys. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments below. I answer them as quick as I can. Sometimes it takes a little bit. I'm out or it's overnight for me where you guys when you guys message me, but I'll reply back to any comments or questions you guys have. Until the next video, peace out.